So I just realized I did not record an introduction for the video to give you perspective, right? Like to make things easier for you to understand. So here it is. So I'm Stanley and I came to Canada in July of 2024 and I've been um well, I was a student and during my time, like the very first month that I came here, the goal has always been to provide value and um, help and contribute to the communities that I'm part of. So I help some local organizations to do things with their marketing and help them to give them more visibility, so to speak, right? So just they are doing amazing. They just need just one little thing that helps them take them to like you know um the next stage, or maybe that's a big claim, but like they just need this one little thing that helps them be a little bit better. So I'm humbled enough, like I'm proud and honored to help them do that. Okay, so um after school and after working for quite a bit, I decided to start my on video production and my digital marketing, and to be trusted content partners for businesses. Because I believe that in this modern day and age, every business is a production on its own. It's a marketing firm on its own, but it's hard for um, business people to leave what they're doing and to focus on this stuff. So if I, or we in this case, Water Digital, we can come like into their business and serve that purpose and help them take that load off their shoulders and help them so that they can focus on what they already do, then that will be a big win for us. So yeah, and as it stands, I registered the business 3 months ago, and we have the one client. All other people that we work with, where I worked with them as a freelancer. So yeah, so basically that's the introduction, and from here on you would be able to understand what I'm saying. So I don't know if I have to include this in the video, but like why not? So yeah, so the day is May 21st, 2026, and I'm talking to you from my little home office. All right, it's a bit messy with bags and cameras and things, but that's not the most important thing. Okay, so here's the issue. Well, we only have one client. Well, Volta Digital, we only have the one client that we're helping with their marketing and bringing in leads and all that, right? And sorry if you see me looking on, it's because I'm trying to monitor the focus. But all right, so we only have the one client that we're helping, right? And yesterday the shoot did not go well. The client wasn't, you know, in the groove to shoot, and that was the first time she's been on camera. She wasn't super comfortable, but we tried to make things simple for her and make her comfortable to be able to talk to the camera, but it was just not working. So after about 2 hours, we had to just, call off the shoot. And man, it didn't feel great, but like, you know what? We will always find a solution, right? So currently talking with a client, we found a solution, but we don't know yet if that's going to work, but that's okay. Then there is another potential client that we are having discussions with. We spoke, presented my ideas to them, but not just my ideas, but like we talked about what their challenges are and how we can help them solve it. So that meeting went on successfully. They said a lot that um, shows that they need the help and they're trusting us by their word. They are trusting us that would help them change things and excited, but I haven't heard from them in like a month now, right? But fingers crossed, we're hoping. Now, one thing that I have observed, one thing I have observed being here in a new environment and, trying to do this is that you, you don't warm up to people as quickly as I'm used to, Um, of course, there are cultural nuances. Even where I came from, businesses have to trust you. Of course, like anywhere else in the world, businesses would have to trust you to do business with you. So I'm taking it as a learning like a learning opportunity, right? So trying to communicate better, trying to send those trust signals because it's really, really important everywhere you go in the world. So, yeah. But wherever you are in the world, you have to tailor that to what the locals are used to. So, that's one of the things that I have been doing, trying to, get them to trust me. Like, because I know I can do what I say I can do. I know that we can, help them. And we've tried it, it helped, it worked. Like, it really brought results to people, but they have to trust you. Otherwise, all you're saying will just seem like claims. So, yeah. And this is just me trying to share my experience in a raw form, right? No setup, no crazy editing, no music, just me talking to the camera, holding it. My arm is tired, but I gym, so who cares? Anyways, one of the core principles that I have been working on to like integrating into this business is the Kaizen principle, right? The Japanese principle, Kaizen principle, that some big Japanese companies like Toyota and all that practice is continued improvement, making constant adjustments to just be better. Like you don't rest on your laurels and you don't also chase perfection either. Like this is my own interpretation of the Kaizen principle, right? So we could be 2% better in a week or in a year, right? Like it could take you so long to just get incrementally better or even incrementally worse over time, right? So the whole idea is this: if we can get uh 0.5% better next month, next 2 months, I strongly believe that success is stuck on each other, right? We could be 0.5% better next month, right? But that does not mean that after another month we are 0.5% better, in another month we are 0.5 better. Like it's not it's not linear. That's what I'm trying to say. It stacks, it compounds. So we could be 0.5% better next month. We could stagnate the following month or the following few months, or we could, still be a bit better, like 0.6, 0.71%, 10%. It doesn't matter. Like any percentage, we could be better. The same way we could dip, right? We could be like 0.2% better, or even like we could even be negative percentages worse than we are. That does not mean that we stop trying. That does not mean that um like you're not growing, right? Sometimes you dip, learn from it, do something major to change what you do, and then you fly, or you plateau, or you dip again. Like what I'm trying to say is that in business, as I've known it now, nothing is ever guaranteed, right? And You could step on lucky breaks. You could step on um, unfortunate circumstances, or or you could just be like that. But with the Kaizen principle, we have to get better. Like, we have to improve. We have to strive to improve. Take feedback, ask questions, search information, like learn. If even if we have to do some no money work, that gives us data, information to improve, so be it. I mean, I've spent the money to buy tools already, and I don't think I'm in a rush to recoup that money. That's not the point. Like, the tools that I have bought, like the cameras and all this stuff, yeah, if worse comes worse, we can just release them off and sell them and take the loss, and we would say we will learn. But again, these things don't become obsolete so fast, in my opinion. So we'll keep doing what we're doing. And one important thing also is that on YouTube and, well, LinkedIn, I've seen it there too, and Facebook and stuff, people will be like, oh, chase your dreams, like quit your job and go and start a business and all that. Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds nice. Something we like to hear. It sounds ambitious. But sometimes you just have to hold a job, like hold a regular job, right? Like, just hold a job, keep body, soul, spirit together, feed, be able to buy clothes, afford rent, and that way you're not desperate, too desperate. The last thing I want in my business, Volta Digital, is to build it out of desperation. I just feel that it's not gonna, like, I might like it now, I might build out of desperation, but after I start to get the basic things, survival, after I'm able to survive and all that stuff, the drive might go away. So still keeping my job, still going to work doing the night shifts. Like, I go at 2 p.m., leave the house by 2:30. I'm there, and I work like 11 p.m. and then I close. I come home and, take a shower and sleep and wake up the following morning like 9 a.m. Sometimes early, sometimes 10 a.m. if I'm not feeling it, if I'm too tired, then I get to do whatever I have to do from that time up until 2 p.m. And that also includes making food and, being in touch with family, with my girlfriend and, friends, all that stuff. So that's the window I have. So like, have 4 to 6 hours a day to do this. That's a lot of hours, right? Like that, like business development, editing client work, brainstorming sessions, like all that stuff. Like, even like finding clients, like lots can be done. Let's say 4 hours, because I have to cook, I have to eat, I have to do all like basic maintenance stuff. So let's just call it 3.5 to 4 hour time that I can put into this, like daily. Yeah. I have a call. I'll get back. Yeah, so that's basically how it feels like. Oh, don't mind me. Yeah, so that's how it feels like to build a business in a different culture, like in a different environment. Some thing you're not used to. Like, I mean, we speak English language. That's what I grew up learning and speaking. That was the language of instruction during my whole like life in school and everything, and even like communication in Ghana. It's English, right? But as you know, English or many other languages vary from place to place, and how we speak it is a little bit different from how it's not a little bit different. What am I saying? It's a whole lot different from how it's spoken in Canada, and you have to communicate with them. Like your accent is heavy, like very, very heavy obese accent. Don't mind me. So your accent is very heavy, and you have to like explain your thoughts and everything, and even say words that the people are used to, like like I have to say aluminum instead of aluminium that I'm used to. So I have to say aluminum. Like you have to be mindful when you're talking so that just so you get understood, is there is no hidden motive or anything from the person listening to you. It's just that the person wants to understand you, and you have to make the effort to be understood, which is, I mean, it's the simplest effort to put in into communication. So I'll take that. And yeah, that's going on a tangent. I don't have any script. I don't even know what I'm talking about really. I'm just blurting out whatever comes in my mind. But yeah, so that's it. And here where I live, it's the official bilingual province, the only official bilingual province in Canada. So New Brunswick, if you've not got that clue yet, is New Brunswick, and I live in Moncton, and I live at the French part of the Greater Moncton area, which is in Dieppe. I specifically chose here so I can immerse myself in French. Will I say I've been doing a great job or I've been doing well with the French language? Absolutely not. But hey, I'm still learning. I'm trying. I'm making people friends with people who speak. I'm making friends with people who speak French, and my roommate is French. I am not doing a good job to engage him in French conversations, but that's one thing I have to learn. If my business is a marketing media, company, and we help people with communication, and we do like bilingual content, which we've been doing like successfully, like have people that edit French content for me and everything. Like, yeah, that is a good addition, but I have to get better with French, and I have to get better with French. No excuses. And I have to like try to speak the English language in a way that my potential customers and my customers understand. That is also one of the trust things that I have seen, because just yeah, it's at first I was like, this doesn't make sense. Like, why didn't you just listen to me? But when I think about it, I'm like, it really does make sense. Like it really makes a lot of sense, because let's take it like this. My native language, the Ewe language, right? And somebody comes, and that's what I've grown up speaking my entire life. There was nothing like English. And let's say the Ewe language was, international. It has like spoken in like many, many, many like languages. Of course, Ewe is spoken in a few countries, but it's not the official language. Like what I'm trying to say is that a language like English, which is like the universal language of the world, and like most events are organized in English, right? Okay, if that is the language that I speak, like let's just say the English replaced by the Ewe language, and then somebody from a different culture is saying things that I'm not used to hearing. I aside the UK kind of like UK family of English, American, North American family of English, Australian kind of English, and like all that stuff. Like my accent is heavily influenced by my local language, right? So if that's the case, people are not gonna like understand me very clearly here. And if we flip the script, if I was the one and somebody speaking my local language, I would not be able to understand the person fully, right? So that trust thing, the person has to like put in more work to earn my trust, right? So I have to put in more work to earn the trust of the people here. So yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. So that's my little rant about whatever business. I don't know if I would be recording these videos. I don't know, but I would just say should subscribe and if I happen to do one, then you see it because it's easy for this video to get lost in the sauce, you know. So that's what I'll say. Now I have 14 subscribers on my personal channel. So maybe if it's just one person that takes anything out of this video, well, I'm not trying to offer anything out of these videos. It's like me just documenting my journey, like for me to come look at after some years. And yeah, I could have kept this private on YouTube, but let me just put myself out there and maybe it helps somebody who cares really. So yeah, we will hopefully talk someday. Bye.